Hey, it's Kurt here from Go Forward Adventures, and on today's video, I'm going to talk about my solution for a common problem with the Wrangler 4xe, and that is an uneven load floor when the seats are folded down. This creates a lot of problems when you're loading large items, or if you have a whole bunch of stuff you try to pack into the back of your Jeep, or if you're trying to sleep in the back and you want a flat surface to put your bed down. So I looked at all kinds of different solutions online. I didn't find any that I really particularly fell in love with, but I got some good ideas. And so I decided to just go ahead and design my own rear deck for the Jeep 4xe. And this was my solution. So here's a video that talks about how I went about creating a rear deck and how it turned out. So I hope you enjoy. I also had a little help with my buddy Jason from Ridgeline Overlanding.
Hey, it's Jason here from Ridgeline Overlanding, bringing you something a little different today. Got my buddy Kurt over here from Go Forward Adventures, and we are checking out his 2023 Wrangler Sahara High Altitude 4xe, and we are actually building a platform here. So this is the 4xe, it's got the battery pack in it. So you can see there's a nice hump there. It's not really a nice hump, so we're gonna build a flat floor, give it a little more space for his overlanding adventures coming up. Okay, so I created a stencil of the side of the Jeep. This is the passenger side. I've now cut out the shape around the speaker and whatnot, and so we're just notching out right now. We've made the false floor, used ourselves a cardboard template here, measured it up at the one side good, all notched up around the subwoofer. We'll make sure this fits good, and then we'll notch the other side, and that will be the bulk of the project. So from there, it'll just be a matter of undercoat spray and carpeting, final touch-ups. But a bit of a two-person job here, dealing with big pieces, feeding them through the table saw, and make sure everything's notched out just right. So while I'm not cutting, I'm playing cameraman. I'll quit staring at Kurt's butt. I think we're getting good. If you guys are wondering at home there why we've got the big circus tent out, well, it's called Murphy's Law. It's been raining on and off today, and they were calling for a little bit more rain. So one way to make sure that we don't have any rain is to put out the tent to cover the saws. We don't want wet wood, and I'm a snowflake anyway, a snowman. I melt in the rain. Definitely not a snowflake. Okay, well that looks pretty good, pretty snug. You liking that? As you guys can see there, we've notched around the factory subwoofer. We will be sound dampening this or undercoat spraying it and carpeting it so there wouldn't be any reverberations when he drops the bass.
That's right.
Because it's all about dropping the bass, right?
Of course. Okay. Well, that's not bad. It's pretty close.
Looks like you notched out a little too much right in here.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Make a note there.
Yeah. It's about 1/4 of an inch.
Notations.
And this should be actually right here. I must right there. I got that.
So while Kurt's doing a little more measuring, we'll just do a quick walk around as much as we can in the garage. So you can see this is in Sting Gray, which is definitely their most popular color. He's upgraded the wheels. He's got a 255 60/20. Actually pulled these tires off of his Ram 1500, and they made for a nice little upsize and allowed him to buy some new wheels for his truck. You might recognize his truck from some of our videos. So it's still pretty stock, but you know, we'll get it there. So one upgrade they've made, they're going to be taking this down to California, going through the parks and doing some camping and some overlanding. They got this nice little drop-down table tray. That's pretty slick. One-handed operation, as you can see, as I one-handedly operate it, having never done it before and using my left hand. Slick. So we are getting there. It's taking a few trims. As you can see, there's a lot of spots we need to notch out. these panels here and over here, they don't actually run perpendicular to each other. There's some kind of weird angles. Even the subwoofer angles off a little bit. So just fine tuning it, and then yeah, we'll get that part done today, and then he's gonna have to take it home and finalize it, undercoat, spray everything, carpet the surfaces, mount, install. This isn't the kind of thing you get done in one afternoon, but they say Rome wasn't built in one day. We're getting here, guys. We got ourselves a nice fit. This is gonna sit with just enough of a gap to allow the seats to stand up or to sit up. Just got a couple of small notches to make back there so that the door will close. And we've got ourselves a platform. Okay, well, I'm kind of working late on this, but you can see I just put together the little subframe for this little platform. The deck that we cut out earlier will fit right on top of that. All I got to do is attach it, and then I'll paint it, put some carpet on it, and we'll see how it looks. Well, I finished assembling the main structure last night. Got a little late, and it was kind of dark. It was hard to do any filming, but you can see I built just a box around the bottom. It fits just straddling the little cubby underneath the floor, so I can still access that even if something's on the deck here. Custom fit it all the way around. And now I'm going to do a bit of work, just cleaning it up, sanding it down a little bit. I'm going to spray it with a rocker guard spray, something that's going to be a little bit tougher and give it some strength and wear resistance. And then I'm going to carpet the top surface to make it look nice, give it a little extra grip. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm just prepping it for paint right now. You can see, to make it strong enough, I want this thing to be able to handle a lot of weight. I used a 3/4 inch plywood for all the different surfaces. A 4x4 foot piece would be more than enough material to get this job done. And you can again see some of the custom cutting just to make sure it works. To make sure it was also very rugged, I glued all the top edges of the supports here. I tacked it in place with brad nails, and then I used 1.5 inch wood screws just to make sure it was nice and strong and wouldn't have to worry about it coming apart. So yeah, I mean, I wanted to have a really good, strong structure. And now I'm doing some finishing work. I'm going to do a light sand. I'm not trying to finish this super fancy or anything. I'm going to put carpet over the top surface and around the front edges, so I don't need it to look perfect. If I was wanting to just paint this without carpet, I would probably use a finished grade plywood. This is just kind of a B grade plywood. But because I'm carpeting it, I don't care if there's a little bit of texture in the wood. I just want to take all the rough edges off and make sure this thing, there's no slivers poking through or nothing that'll cut up the carpet. I'm also going to take on the top surface, I'm going to take the sander and just round over all the rough edges so that it's there's nothing there that's going to cut through the edge of the carpet. So okay, so I have just finished sanding it. I've kind of rounded off all the edges. It's hard to see there. And again, this is a bit of a rough piece of plywood. I'm just trying to get rid of any loose pieces, any slivers, just kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm going to put a quick primer on it, and then I'm going to actually spray the whole thing with some rocker panel rubberized black spray, which is again going to help clean up any little flaws. It's going to protect it. It's going to give it a good no-slip surface. You can use, like I say, rocker panel. You could use truck bed liner. You could also use underspray. Similar products that kind of basically do the same thing. So I'm going to quickly start prepping it for spray, and then we'll see how she looks after that. We got our primer on. We'll just let that dry, and then we'll put our rocker panel spray on there. Hopefully that'll be good for this stage, and then we'll start looking at what we're going to do for carpet. So we got that rocker guard spray on there. I think it looks pretty good. Put a couple of different coats on. It just gives it a much thicker, stronger surface than paint alone would be. It does hide some of the little flaws in the plywood. It's not perfect, but this is the underside, of course, as well. So the top surface I will be putting the carpet on, and that'll be the next step, and we'll see how that goes. So I have the black textured finish on here. It looks pretty good. I thought I would just kind of rough fit it and see. I still want to put the carpet on because I think that'll look a little bit better, and I'm gonna end up actually custom cutting a mat for the back here, and it'll slide around a little bit less, I believe. But we will see. I will rough fit that as well. But so far that's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And again, we can still open this lower hatch even when there's a load in here. And if I put the seat down, you can see that's a nice flat surface there. So I can slide things right up and on into the back of the Jeep. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that so far. So I just finished gluing the carpet on, and after letting it dry for a bit, I've dropped it into the Jeep, and it fits almost perfect. It gets around each little corner, snugs up right to the seat backs. It's a perfect match for the factory carpet. Fits nice and snug along the side here. And if I close the gate, see, it just fits nice and perfect up against the doors here. So I am pretty happy with that. And basically, in here, with the gates closed and everything, it looks pretty much factory. And if we put the seat down, there's a little gap there, which there kind of has to be because the seat comes up and it angles. You can see how this is tight here. There's a gap here. But basically, we end up having a flat load floor. And again, we still have our access to the little cubby down here. And I'll have some long, narrow little cubbies I can use there. I'm gonna get a little tray that goes in here, or some sort of a storage unit. And yeah, so there you go. I'm also gonna cut a rubber floor mat for this, just to protect it from sliding things in and out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So here's kind of the finished product. I bought this heavy duty, it's just a generic floor mat, one that's, you know, got a lot of extra material, and then I just custom cut it. It's a very thick, heavy grade. It's got this really nice kind of diamond pattern on it, which is great for non-slip. I thought it would provide a lot of extra protection for the carpet underneath. It's got the little spikes on the bottom, so it should get some good grip, and this will be hopefully a little bit more non-slip than just the carpet would be. And again, I just custom cut it to fit all around everything. It was rolled up, so it's still got a little bit of a curl to it, but that'll level out over time, I think. And yeah, so there you have it. There's my little project to create a nice, strong platform for the back. Allows extra access, again, like I say, to the underfloor hatch. Will give me a nice flat load floor when I put the seats down. And again, we can see that here. And I think my next little project is going to be getting some more floor mat material and just custom fitting something to the back of these seats, so that when I put the seats down, it's all protected, because this fabric here is not protected. And but I think this is going to work out really, really well. So I am happy with it. Just let me know what you think in the comments below, and yeah, we'll go from there. I do have to kind of clean up a little bit, vacuum, but I'm happy with this, and we're actually heading away for the weekend tomorrow, so I'm glad to get this done.
Well, thank you so much for joining me as I kind of worked out my little solution for the rear cargo area of the 4xe. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your opinions, any questions, comments, concerns, whatever. So please leave them in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share the video. I would appreciate it so much. Until next time, just remember, adventure awaits, so go for it.